Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Cosmic Chasm, and this was created by a company called GCE and licensed to Cinematronics in 1983. And this is one of those rare moments when a home console game was re-released for arcade format, and this is the original for the Vectrex. But we'll take a brief look at the Vectrex version later, but we're mostly going to focus on the arcade version. I have never seen the arcade version, and I had not played the Vectrex version until just recently. It's not a very good game, I don't think. What you basically do is you go into this enemy space station, and you go from room to room looking for the ship's main reactor, I guess, and destroy it. And once you destroy it, you have to get out of there. The central power core, they call it. But then you have to make your way out of the ship, and you have insanely little time to get out alive. I could not do it. You have to have the control dial, like in the arcade game, to control your ship and maneuver easily, and I did not have that, and I could not get out in time. But yeah, your goal is to shoot the enemies that appear on the screen. There will be these crappy looking little particles that enter, and to exit doors you must shoot them. You must blast them multiple times to destroy the doors and be able to get through them. You have a shield button, and when things get hot with the particle things advancing on you, you can use your shield to bounce off of them, or to bounce off walls or doors that you didn't blast. We'll get started. Each mission is named after a Greek alphabetic letter, so it's missions 1 through 24. We'll get started here. There is a core at the center of each room, and you can blast it repeatedly to shrink it down, otherwise it expands, a lot like in the game REACTOR by Gottlieb. Yeah, I did not have the controls set up quite right, and not having a dial to control your ship really hurts. If you shoot the doors and then leave them alone, they'll regenerate. Woo, get away. Yeah, I was not able to get out in time. The game just does not seem to leave you enough time. You have to have good controls. Ooh. Yeah, running into the walls, running into that core without the shield on, it's deadly. Running into the particles is deadly. And not making it out of the ship in time before it explodes, or the space station before it explodes, that's deadly. And if you fail to make it out of the space station alive, when it's starting to self-destruct, you have to start the mission over, it appears. If you return to a room that you left, any enemies that are left will be there again, and the size of the core will return too. So if you blasted all the enemies in a room and you return to that room, oops, then they'll be gone. And you need to make your return trip. See on the map above, you see that red circle in the middle. That's where the core is, or the whatever they called it. And you have to watch out for these star things. You have to blast this colorful swirl as much as you can until it's nothing. Then you have to get the hell out. And turn around and blast that door and go out the way you came as quick as you can. And I'm just not nearly fast enough. Blasting that. Jeez! It don't give you jack shit for time. That sucks. See, I start over on Mission Alpha, and all those particles are back. This game sucks. I don't like it at all. I mean, I know I'm not good at it at all, but you have to have the right controls, it appears, and I do not. This game isn't, even if I could control it very well, this game isn't very good, in my opinion. Yeah, it's crap. And like I said, we'll look at the Vectrex version. I do like this, that you get to fire at your initials with your ship. Kind of a cool touch, but otherwise this is not a very good game. But that's Cosmic Chasm by GCE and licensed to Cinematronics in 1983. And like I said, very, very, very rare. This is the only instance that I can think of where the game was originally a cartridge game or a home system game and then became an arcade game. And here's a look at me successfully making it out of the space station alive. Then you go to another alphabetic letter mission. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, psi, omicron, pi, rho, sigma, tau, upsilon, phi, chi, psi, omega. And once you beat omega, look how fast they get later on in the game. I put on a cheat to make me invincible, and it cuts down the cut screen time too of you flying to the next area. And now I think we're going to look at me beating a space station after passing omega. And it doesn't even say an alphabetic letter anymore, but you just go to another level. But that was the arcade version, Cosmic Chasm by GCE and licensed to Cinematronics in 1983. Now let's look a little bit at the Vectrex version. The Vectrex games the controller had 4 buttons, and you will need all 4 for this. 1 to fire, 1 to thrust, 1 to use your shield, and 1 to use a like a super or a sonic type of key. You press it, you press that button, and you hear this sound, and you will go up to the doors. And as you hold that button down and thrust at the door will open. But you have to play that little sound with that button. We'll just look at a little bit of gameplay here. Whoa. I was figuring out the controls and figured them out just in time. But yeah, you have to press that button. There, you hear that? Boo! That's the sound key, and then you gotta go through doors. I can't see where I'm at on that map. The map is different for the Vectrex version. I couldn't get anywhere in this version, sorry. Maybe someday I'll do a Vectrex review of this game. But that was Cosmic Chasm by GCE and licensed to Cinematronics for the arcade version in 1983. The Vectrex version, the original, was 1982. Well, this is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Cosmic Chasm, a color vector game by GCE and licensed to Cinematronics in 83. See you later with another video. Bye, folks.